best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Will Stevens. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart,
Chirpwave.
X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radio Land. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
And that's right. Welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude. I'm your host, the Little Steven. And, of course, that man over there that's been giving me crap since the beginning of the show
is Steven the Arnold and Lassie hero with the same shirts. Yes, he is.
Wait,
by the way,
hold on. No, time out. No.
First of all,
don't even dare.
First of all,
can I get through introducing
we
you first?
are co-hosts, all right?
No, I'm
co-host.
I'm the host today. See, look, you see this? You see this right here? This board makes me the host today.
You know what?
And first off, I've never heard you say co-host to me before when I'm sitting over there.
Everybody knows who runs the show. First of all, I'm adding you to the list again.
I don't care. I'm about to throw that list out the window.
If you can find my list, you can.
It's right there.
Where? I don't see it. Does anybody see my list? No.
You just hit your list on the table. Yeah.
It's all right.
It's pretty easy.
It's my list.
No, it's not your list.
It is my list. It says Summit List. Who else list is it?
Anyways,
if Jericho can have a list, I can have a list.
Before I was rudely interrupted on doing a good job of
it's next to my Hobbit feet.
This,
that's very good.
We've got the Summit over there who loves to interrupt. He's being like the mouth of the Carolinas today. And we also got the suit and tie guy over there who won Mind Games last segment.
I got robbed.
And it was a clean show for any concerns out there. I've been keeping my eye out for
that.
That
is something I've never seen somebody ever post on a show. Bring back the Great Khali. I've never seen anybody say that.
What?
The Great Khali?
Is he still even alive?
Yes, he's alive. Yes, he's alive. He's in India. He's back doing police stuff.
The man could barely walk to the ring.
Well, when you're like almost 7'10" or something, you could barely probably walk too.
I mean, his shoulders are wide as that door right there. That dude was
he
huge.
Probably couldn't even come.
Can anybody name the top 5 Great Khali moments of all time?
Natalia.
Dance, the kiss cam.
The kiss cam.
I mean,
facing John Cena for the first time.
Now I have to say
he had the best chop though, man. He came across.
He had a great
chest with
chop
that big hand.
No, Andre had a better one.
Andre.
The only difference was that
Pajambi match. Yep.
Yeah.
Now I do have to. Funny story. I did meet him at WrestleMania one year, and I couldn't understand a word he said to me.
He can't either.
No, he looked at me and was like, "What did you say?" I mean, it was like one of those standoffs.
He doesn't understand.
He's like,
just give Great Khali a head nod. What's up?
The only thing he understands is I want to play football.
It was
That's
funny.
the only thing
It's funny because he was sitting beside Chavo, and Chavo was like, looking at me like, "Dude, just ask him." I was like, "All right."
Chavo's like,
I look like dinner.
Chavito.
Good old. Wait, you had a chance to meet Great Khali and Chavo, and you didn't talk to Chavo?
For what?
Chavo, I'd rather talk to Chavo than the Great Khali.
I wouldn't. I'd rather talk to Great Khali.
Oh, my God.
I think he was a better wrestler than Chavo.
You, sir, no.
Chavo is a Guerrero. How dare you, sir?
How dare you?
Somebody said they should have brought back Kali instead of Jinder
Who?
No.
Mahal.
No. Thing with Jinder, though, we never really saw much of Jinder Mahal when he was in WWE. We saw too much of Kali. We got sick of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at it that way.
So, host of the show, because
Yeah.
you got everything in control.
Well, yeah.
What is going on this segment of the show?
On this segment, we are doing picks for pay-per-view. Someone will let me finish. We're doing picks for the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell 2016.
You got the floor, man. I mean,
So-
you can do anything you want.
Let's go ahead and start with the picks here. We're going to start from the bottom. The kickoff show.
Woohoo!
So-
Anybody excited?
I'm actually, well, hey, at least the cruiserweights are on the card other than the championship for once. So I'm a little excited. 6-man tag team cruiserweight match.
Hold on. Yes, it will.
So we've got Sin Cara, I can't say his name. Lance Dorito?
Doritos. Yes, it's Lance Doritos.
Lance Dorito.
It's Lance Doritos.
What-
It's a
what-
combination of Lance potato chips.
What is it? Cool Ranch Doritos? Cool Lance Doritos?
It's
over
Cool
here?
Lance versus Ranch Lance.
Oh, God.
there you go.
Stop it. Sin Cara.
And then Slano.
Lance
is it
Dorito and Cedric Alexander versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Daivari.
It's Gulak, not Gulick.
You said Gulak last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
It's Gulak.
Don't
You don't say it right.
You're going to really?
You know
Slino
what?
and Zagger and all
Hey,
these things? You're gonna
Zagger
say-
makes sense. Slano makes sense. But Gulick.
Mr. Candlelight, please back me up here. You know he's wrong. After
Hey.
all the mistakes, Raymond Reigns of all people.
Raymond Reigns was a cool character. All right? He was a very good fictional character.
Yeah, he even got a sign at WrestleMania.
He was as good as the ring guy at
Oh my God!
WrestleMania.
Stop it! All right, so since you lost, you're going first over here. Who do you think's going to win this 6-man?
Lance Doritos.
You think he's going to win?
Who is you got? Can you tell me who's in the match again?
Okay, so Sin Cara, Lance Dorito, and Cedric Alexander versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak,
That's better.
and Daivari.
I'm gonna go with Cedric just because he's from Charlotte, North
Of
Carolina.
course.
I have to go with him. They might lose, but I'm going with Cedric.
All right. And he's going last. So I'm
Right.
gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go with Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Daivari. So I'm gonna go with them. They've had a losing streak on Raw, so give them a win. All right, suit and tie.
I'm going to go with the black guy and the two guys.
So we'd like to apologize here, Wrestling
I
with
guess that's
Attitude.
Cedric Alexander,
What's wrong with that?
Liz
He's black.
Dorado, and Sin Cara. See, I'm a black guy, so I can call out another. I'm going to go with the black guy and the
That's
two Mexican
not what
guys.
got me. It's when you said, "Oh, the black guy and the two Mexican guys." Just like, really?
There we go.
And I get in trouble for saying Samoans. on
Because
the
you're
show.
white. You can't say anything.
Mr. Candlelight says, "Wow, the first racist comment today."
And it wasn't me.
Wait, okay, no offense, but he's the one guy on the show that can say something like that. all
Hold
right?
on. No, time out. No. If there's a standard for one of us, it's for all of
No,
us.
that's not true. That's not true. I mean, we don't say anything about your ugly shirts every week. Yes, we do, actually.
Okay.
But still, there's a standard. There's certain things, like people are
So
not
what
putting
you
me.
tell me, there's a standard for you guys, but not
You see,
for
right,
me.
because we can make fun of you and pick on you because of the same shirt you wear every week. I don't wear the same shirt, so you can't pick on me because that's your standard.
Actually, I've seen you wear that stunt double shirt more than this.
Short? Now it's a
Shirt.
short?
I said shirt.
No, you said
I said
short.
shirt.
Mr. Candlelight, you heard it. He said short.
First off, Zagger, Slino, and Raymond Reigns. Don't get on me
The
when I
chair,
make something.
the chair puts you under pressure, don't it?
Yeah.
At least the ones I say
Hey,
is funny.
I have a speech impediment problem. You have no
You
excuse.
have a lot of problems
You
that
have
we don't
no
discuss on this show.
excuse. You have no excuse over
I don't.
there.
I don't have no excuse. I know.
No.
When you're the summit, you don't have excuses.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You just win.
No, because now you're like, one more match. That's what you're thinking.
I don't
all
need
day.
one more match.
Yeah, you do. All right, next one. Bailey versus Dana
It's like
Brooke.
a civil relationship with you.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
bad. Bailey versus Dana Brooke. Who you got?
Bailey and Dana Brooke?
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's so many
Just pick her.
TTs
I know
in
you're
there.
going to pick her. I know you're going to pick her.
I'm trying
She needs a win. Let her win.
No,
man.
man, all right, Chris Jericho.
Hey, drink it in, man.
Gosh, man, I want to go with Dana, but I'm telling you.
Dana got
Mr.
her
Candlelight's
shine after
going-
whooping her ass at the arm wrestling match.
Yeah.
Mr.
By the way, that was
Candlelight's
horrible.
going with Dana. So,
All right, go ahead and give me Dana. By the way, put our initials beside each person,
okay.
right? So that way we know
So
who
you
we
going with DB. You going
So-
with Dana Brooks.
pick. Yeah, I'll go with Dana. Even though I think Bailey's a win.
Put JS.
Yeah, just put the initials beside each one.
BBB.
Just put BR. All right?
Okay.
BR.
And then I'm going with the other team.
SH.
All right.
In case
so
you don't know
you're-
how to put your initials, put your initials. SH.
All right, first off, can you stop right now?
And then add, and then, do you know what, hey, do you know what at the end of sh is?
Wow.
It
Haven't
is
heard that
it.
one since 8th grade. Thanks for bringing
What,
back
Double J?
memories.
Well, I mean, just think about it. You're going to get it.
You're gonna get it. Anyways, who are you
But
going for?
I'm going with Bailey, man. She got embarrassed
All right.
Tuesday night. She should win. She deserves
Okay.
to win. Or Monday night. Whatever the night she got beat up during the arm wrestling match.
All right.
That was sad.
That was
I'm not gonna tell you.
We're gonna
We
talk
already
about it,
know
but it was
who I'm
horrible.
going with, so I'm not. I didn't
Dana
have
Brooke?
to- No, I'm going Bailey.
You don't go with your girl, huh?
Of course, I'm gonna go with her. If she loses, she loses. But I don't think she will.
I'm surprised you're going with Bailey. You know she's not from the U.S., right?
Yeah, I know. That's
She's-
why I like her.
You know she's from Mexico.
I know.
I'm surprised.
She's from San Jose, California.
No, she's not.
Her parents are from Mexico. Get your stuff right. If you're going to talk about a girl you know nothing about,
Wow, do you actually got this memorized,
I know
don't
it.
you?
Okay,
All right.
she's from San
Stalker
Jose.
alert.
That
Yeah.
hey, it's not as bad as Scott
No,
with Carmella.
no,
so I don't
you're
think-
worse than Scott is with Carmella.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, look, if Bailey hugged me, I'd tell you maybe 2 times. I wouldn't tell you every day.
No, I would say all the time. I can tell you right now, if I got a hug from Sasha or Becky, yeah, I'll tell you all the time. Now, my wife wouldn't be happy about it, but, you know, it'll be all right. That's who I go home to. So, all right.
So, next one, Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson.
I have not looked less forward to a tag team match in a very long time.
What happened to
And
the appeal with Enzo
here-
and Cass?
Well,
Wow.
and
Really?
yes, and here's why. You have done nothing with Anderson Gallows. It has been a waste. They had so much momentum. They came in, and then it was like it was like the NWO outsiders coming in, and you beat them down and you make them nothing. It's just the Anderson Gallows you tried to make into a comic team. They should have beat the New Day. Just because you want to break the all-time records, which you don't need to, I think they screwed up. Yeah, it's a joke. I mean, it's pretty much a joke. This match is a joke. I mean,
But there's got to be a winner.
right. Ever who wins it doesn't mean anything though, because you know New Day's gonna keep it for another 30, 40 days.
Yeah.
because they can't be this close to Demolition's record and lose. So
Well, they could,
They
but
could.
I think the real losers of this match are the fans because
Yeah.
you got to watch it.
all right. So I'm putting James down for the
The
fans.
yes. No, I'm gonna go Enzo and Kaz because Anderson Gallows is buried. And it's a waste. It's a huge waste.
Look,
Because I love these guys.
you know they got it right with AJ. They didn't get it right with the club, unfortunately. Now here's the thing.
You can't say the club because
No,
Finn Balor got it right, but
yeah,
as
But-
far as tag teams, they still screw up.
no, and but we're not there yet. With I mean, they could make a comeback later on. I'm telling you, when Finn Balor comes back, if you bring him back as a heel, which I know they won't, bring
They're
him-
heel now, though.
No,
I'm
but-
talking about you. Talking
I'm
about
saying
Anderson
Finn.
Gallows?
I'm saying Finn.
Oh,
You
Finn?
bring Finn back as a heel.
No.
Put him with the club. Make the club back. I mean, build the club back up because Finn's already over.
Listen, you can build. It should be AJ and Anderson Gallows. You don't need to put
Exactly.
You don't
Ship
need
them
Finn.
to SmackDown.
You don't need Finn to be in the club.
You actually have a good point. You
I
should
agree.
put him in at SmackDown. They should have been on SmackDown in the
I don't know
first
what
place.
they were thinking when they did that.
Because they were thinking, hey, we'll put New Day with Anderson and Gallows for until the next draft. That would be a good rivalry.
And I
for
think
the
they
titles.
wanted AJ by himself. They
But-
wanted to see him.
Right, and they wanted
Yeah.
Finn Balor to be there to be like, hey, have kind of what they did with AJ and the club before they separated them. They
Yeah.
kind of wanted to do the same.
Oh, yeah.
I like AJ better with the club.
I like AJ no matter what. I mean, he's such a good by himself guy, or but he's really good with a faction.
Yeah.
He's really good at faction.
No, I agree with you.
And most guys are, though.
And it helps Gallows and Anderson shine because obviously there's a standalone tag team.
I mean,
they suck.
Seth Rollins was better when he had J&J Security.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you're right.
I don't know. He's great right now.
I'm going with Enzo and Cass as well. I kind of agree with the Summit. It's just they're buried. Now, if they win this, that's great. But what do they? Then you kind of set back Enzo and Cass.
No,
No,
no matter what, Enzo and Kaz will be fine. Here's why. They're so hot with the crowd.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
they're the number one face. They're even hotter than New Day. All right, I think they are. I think they're more over the fans than.
Now,
New
does
Day
their
is.
wrestling suck?
You know what? Never
but
mind.
Their entrance is.
I'm
cool.
going with Anderson and Gallows.
I'm going Anderson and Gallows too. I think they
Because
are due a win, man. They have to win sometime. Let's start now.
Because it's not for a title or anything, so it makes more sense.
I don't think I see what y'all are saying, but I think you can have Anderson and Gallows lose until you put them back in the world title picture.
Yeah.
Because they don't go through us. They'll probably lose to them, but then they'll put them against the Shining Stars or the R-Truth and the Golden Truth, which is still a joke of a tag team.
Yeah.
and
And they could actually be, but they could be a legit tag team, and they don't want to make them a legit tag team.
Who? Golden Truth?
They could be.
They're better. They're better as a joke.
The issue
man.
is
They're
they make
a joke.
no. It's R-Truth. R-Truth is a joke of the WWE now. He's not even a competitor.
Slater. Slater's the joke.
No, but R-Truth's the joke of Raw. He is.
He
He's
is.
the comic relief of Raw. Slater's the joke of SmackDown.
And what's sad is actually R-Truth is a better bad guy than he is a face.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, could you imagine Golden Truth as a heel? Turn him heel.
No.
Get him away from the fans. That could be great.
I mean, because when R-Truth was a heel, he got a WWE title shot. He lost to John Cena, but he was in the main event.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
he
he-
can barely sniff.
He did
Raw.
great when he
was
did
Colonel
that.
Parker.
Yeah, when he did
Him
that.
and little Jimmy.
People love it. Then he went crazy, and it was like, okay, we don't care anymore.
All right, what's next?
So, Cruiserweight title, Kendrick versus Perkins. Come on, I know you're going with Kendrick.
Perkins.
Oh!
I don't want
what?
Kendrick to win.
What?
You need this cruiserweight title. Suit guy's on fire with his research. He is, ain't he?
You know, yeah,
did
you
the
were
research.
actually on your research today, man.
But going back to this match, all right, Kendrick needs to lose. You need Perkins to win and have a good rival for this cruiserweight title.
They have to do
because
something.
it's very stale.
Yeah.
Is it?
Kendrick needs to go away. All right,
so?
Yes, I mean, what's the match? Look, he's okay in the ring, but he's blah. He's always been blah. I mean, when him and London was together, it was blah blah.
No,
So-
when him and London were together, they were actually a good tag team.
They were good tag team, but personality wise, there was nothing.
Yeah.
You
Now-
got to have personality.
They need a
today.
standout cruiserweight to make the crowd
Right.
hate.
I will
that
say I
person.
love this
And
story. though.
somebody that could hate is Cedric. If you push him as a bad guy, he could get the hate.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not saying because he got it in Ring of Honor when he was doing that gimmick. He was getting the hate. You need to have somebody that will hate you to go against Perkins.
And we all know hated wrestlers get a better response than these guys trying to be faces.
I say you turn Cedric heel at this pay-per-view.
I agree. Or bring in one of these other guys. But you need to actually have a rivalry for this cruiserweight title.
I think Perkins.
right now it's a joke.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip you, Steven. I think Perkins wins, but they should have Cedric come out and attack Perkins after the match. I mean, beat him down, hit him with a chair or a sledgehammer or something.
Well, they were
and
in
do
a tag
some
team.
damage.
They were in a tag team last week, so it would make sense because they kind of have tagged together.
Just have them we boys. I came out to
Yeah.
congratulate you. Wham! Hit him from behind.
That would be
beat
great.
him down and start
I
up
would
a
love
new
to see
rivalry.
that.
Look what happened to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. He attacked
Yeah.
Sami that first night on NXT.
So I'm going to go with Perkins as well. I want to go with Kendrick, but at the same time I don't because Kendrick needs to be done. They need to stop holding on to these people from the past. And really, Kendrick wasn't really a star in the past. He was a good tag team star. Probably, I mean,
Maybe a mid card at best.
yeah, but that was it. Like,
I mean, I think Jamie Noble was more popular.
but
than
you
he
have
was.
all these better cruiserweights right now that you are not really using. You could use them against TJ Perkins. You didn't need to have this rivalry. This rivalry didn't have to
I think they're still trying to figure out the formula for the cruiserweight division on how to make it pop.
And I don't know why,
Well,
though.
they
have it.
And I don't know what they have to do.
They don't know because they don't know what they have. They don't know how the fans are responding. The reason they're not getting a lot of time on TV, and they get 2 matches a night on Raw.
That's a
okay,
lot.
which is good. But they are introducing these guys to everybody because a lot of people don't know who they are. So you're introducing them by having 2 matches and not doing a lot of segments with them. You know who Brian Kendrick is. Listen, you had to bring in Kendrick for this cruiserweight. Because he's a name.
He's a name.
He's a household name people know. So you had to bring him in. Now that he's there, let him lose, let him go away, and let
these other guys,
let other guys get introduced and take the division to a different level.
I mean, hell, I would have rather you put Tajiri in this stuff than Brian Kendrick. He's more of a bigger name than Brian Kendrick.
Here's why. It's because Kendrick plays a better heel.
He played really?
Yeah, I think Kendrick's a better heel than Tajiri would be.
Tajiri's not really a heel.
Everybody loves Tajiri. You know, they cheer for him. You
They
need
love
to
the
have
high flyers,
you
but-
need to have a big heel.
And-
You know, a perfect name would have been Chavo or somebody that.
Exactly.
That's right.
And
They
somebody
never
who has
had.
the gift of gab on the microphone that can
Because
piss
Chavo
fans
can
off
talk
and
on
get
the mic.
crowd going.
He can.
No, here's the problem with Chavo. I never liked it's because he lived off of the Guerrero name, so it's never nothing new. It's always about Eddie or something else.
Yeah,
I'm Eddie's
right.
nephew.
That's how it always was, man. All right, so next one, tag titles. New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro. All right, hold on. New Day, all say aye. Aye. Right.
No. Yes, New Day.
I'm just saying, we're all going there.
Like
Can you put initials beside each other?
Yeah.
Like
I did
Summit
it.
said, they are too close to Demolition's all-time record to lose the belts now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
you ain't
so
gonna take it away now.
U.S. title in Hell in a Cell. Reigns versus Rusev. What you got, Summit?
Reigns. You're not going to have Rusev lose already, or Reigns lose already because you want to build Reigns up, and you want him to be the star of the show. And matter of fact, I would not be surprised if this is the last match of the night, which I will hate.
No, you got to put the Universal title at the last.
No, I don't think you got to do that. You got 2 options for the last match of the night. You can either do the Universal title or you can do the women's title. 1 to 2.
Do the women's
There's
title,
no
please.
way. I could deal with Sasha and Charlotte. They should close the show. I got it.
They're selling out.
But there's no way you put Reigns and Rusev as the main
I think
event.
Reigns and Rusev should be the first match. Absolutely.
Or at least
you
second.
start Hell in a Cell with Hell in a Cell.
I like that, but first thing I would start with is Enzo and Kaz.
Get it out
because
the way.
they will get the crowd going.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're a good crowd starter against Anderson Gallows. Then the second match, Reigns and Rusev.
yeah, because you got 3 Hell in the Cells. You better stretch them
gotta
out.
space
I don't
them out.
want to see it. I don't want to see the last
Back
3
that back.
Hell in the Cell
Right.
because then I'm gonna be like, oh, this is
more
gonna
Hell,
be great.
more cells.
Yeah.
Now the question is, does anybody dive off the top?
Yes.
And Reigns is gonna spear Rusev through
Through the
this.
cage?
Yeah. He
Who
did
dives-
it last year.
Who dives off the top?
I think Reigns takes
Charlotte
Rusev off
dives
the top.
off.
I'm thinking Charlotte might do
Really?
it.
You
Yes.
think that?
I do.
I think it's going to be Seth Rollins.
Oh,
Are they
my
in the
gosh.
cell?
Yes.
I think it's going to be Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins is that extreme athlete that would do something like that.
Don't
man.
forget, there's one thing people ain't talking about this. Kevin Owens is as extreme as Seth.
He is.
Kevin Owens has always been extreme.
Have you ever seen him? He did a Hell in a Cell match before.
Right.
Didn't
yeah,
he?
we were there.
Oh, wait, no, that was a cage match. But
That
still,
was a
he
cage.
jumped
No,
off the cage.
That was, yes, it was a cage match for Ring of Honor, but Kevin Owens is one of the most extreme guys ever. Do you not remember his shirt?
Yeah.
Brutality?
What are you, Cactus Jack over here? I'm extreme. I'm extreme. What are you over here? Come
Guess what? You're going on the list.
So, all right, so the Summit's going with Reigns. I have to
going
agree
Reigns
with him.
because I think Rusev needs to win, but I think he's going to get buried. He's going to go do something else. As a matter of fact, I think he would be – I don't think he's going to get buried. I think he's going to actually get a push for the title.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have to do that with Rusev. Rusev, the fans hate the boo Rusev.
But you need to have that guy to
But
boo.
he's one of the
they
top
love to boo
heels.
Rusev, I'm
He's
sorry.
one of the top heels
He's
right now.
one of the
Next
best
to
heels.
next to
Okay.
Owens,
Yeah.
he is one of the top heels because he's that guy that he goes out every week and they boo. They react to everything he does.
And they love it. He's a big charge.
He's getting ready to get a major push.
He's gonna, and I want
because
him to.
he's
Yeah.
going to face the winner of the Owens and Rollins match.
But I wouldn't want to see him and Owens.
I didn't say it was going to be Owens.
You think Owens is gonna lose it? Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, and I'll
So,
finish up. I'm going with Reigns
anyways,
as well.
you going with Reigns?
I'm going in
All
with
right.
Reigns as well.
All right, what's next?
All right. Sasha and Charlotte. What do we got here?
This should be the match of the night. Listen, I have been. This is unbelievable. I would love to see Trish and Lita in the
This
Hell in
is
a Cell.
history, man.
All right, but these two girls, you can say two women, you can say what they want, what anybody wants. Anybody that does not want to see this is a fool. All right, you should want to see these two inside of Hell in a Cell because both of them can go as good as any man in wrestling right now. All right, these two are two of the. Charlotte's going to be one of the best. She's already one of the best.
Yeah.
She's been in wrestling for a year on WWE. Sasha's already going to be one of the best.
Sasha already is there.
Right.
I mean, they're both there.
But what I'm saying, and they have the chemistry of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, so it's even better. This match is going to be crazy. I could see Charlotte doing a dive off the top of the Hell in a Cell.
And I mean, for me personally, the Divas on Raw are way better than the Divas on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
I
10
mean,
times.
it's not even close.
Now, I will say they got more depth on SmackDown, but it's not nearly as good as Raw.
Yeah.
Because the top three is a lot better than the top three.
I mean, really, they
SmackDown.
only got like 5 divas on Raw, but they got better stories on Raw with
Well,
the divas right
and
now.
you prefer to
They
see
do.
those Divas on Raw than I'm not hyped to see Becky Lynch.
If you look at the top three on Raw, okay, it's no lie. Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley. All right, you go to SmackDown. It's Becky, Alexa Bliss right now, and probably Carmella. I mean, not even Nikki. Carmella has surpassed Nikki just a little bit. So I'm saying comparing those three to those three, the better divas on Raw.
But I give Dana Brooke some credit there. I'm
No,
not saying. I
she's
mean,
not bad.
She's getting there with Bayley, which is great. I think this match is gonna help Dana.
Well, it
Gonna help
should.
Dana in
It
the
should.
long run.
But going back to this match, all right, I think this gonna be a long match. This should close the show. All right,
Yeah.
This should be the main event. You've got them on the cover of the Hell in a Cell poster. This should be the last match, unless you're going to do something during the Owens and Rollins match, which I think they will. So I could see that probably being last, but this needs to be the second to last match to close out the show, if not the main event. Saying all that, I'm going with Sasha. She ain't losing because they have built Charlotte up so much. She's good. You needed Sasha to win this match. After this match, you needed her to have a rivalry against somebody else. Perfect example, you ain't seen Nia Jax for the past month. You need to put Sasha against Nia Jax for a pay-per-view. Then you can bring back Charlotte. Then you bring Bayley into it. But you need to break up this Charlotte and Sasha thing because it's been going on for 7 months now since WrestleMania.
And you could have Charlotte and Bayley do a little.
Well, not Bayley yet. Bayley's got to work her way up.
Really?
Have Nia Jax go against Sasha. All right? Then you can bring back Charlotte in. Or you can bring Bayley in after that.
But the problem with Nia Jax is there's been no build-up with her.
There has been build-up. What do you think she's wrestling the jobber? She beat Alicia Fox. Listen, I'm just saying, you need to have her, the big monster. Think about it. Sasha wins Hell in a Cell, Monday Night Raw. Nia Jax attacks Sasha because she's just been through Hell in a Cell, beats her up. She's the underdog at the next pay-per-view. She wins that match, and they move on. So anyway, all that, I'm going with Sasha.
All right. Man, the only issue with this is just that Sasha has had statistically 2 pay-per-views she has lost that belt, but won them back on Raw.
Well, like Charlotte said, she's won 12 straight pay-per-views.
Yeah. Do we make it lucky 13? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with you, too, though. I think Sasha needs to win this because I don't want to see this rivalry go to Survivor Series. I want something completely different at Survivor Series.
No, you can bring it back. And don't forget, Survivor Series, it's Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the Divas versus Divas. I don't know how they're going to do that.
Yeah, they don't have enough Divas on Raw.
That should be fun. They could find some Divas. They might pull somebody from NXT.
They could. This actually might be the perfect time for them to bring somebody up.
Well, they're not going to bring Asuka up because she's wrestling Mickie James.
But you could bring up. Oh wait, no, because that's the night before
Right.
Survivor Series, so you couldn't see them. Yeah, I was gonna say because if it wasn't, then
now you
see,
could because Kevin Owens did fight the night before and the next.
They
night.
do that,
You could see them bring up Mickie James as a surprise entrance. I'm telling you, she's gonna come back
She
for
needs
one
to come
one
back.
run.
We miss Mickie
She's
James.
gonna have one run, and
This might be a one-time match, and that's it. Because I'll be more excited to see Magnus. That's her husband, and he wrestled TNA.
he? They signed him, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it, but I think he would be great signing.
And are they going to
'Cause
bring
he's got
Gail
the look
Kim
and
back
everything.
as well?
No, Gail Kim's not
Gail
coming
Kim's
back.
done.
Gail Kim burnt her bridge.
She'll retire TNA when she's done. So,
But I'm going with Sasha as well, man.
right.
Sasha retains. She breaks the non-wins at pay-per-view curse.
everybody's
right.
silent. Man, what's up with Periscope? Nobody's chatting.
Let's hope that this one is the game changer here. Get it? Get what I did there?
Guess who's going on the list?
WWE Universal title in Hell in a Cell. Owens versus Rollins. What do you think?
Real fast, when Ken Light says Trish coming back. No.
She's like 50 now, isn't
No,
she?
she's 38.
No. You have a better chance of Lita coming back before her. And Lita won't come back just because she...
I don't think you need to bring these women
No, you
back.
don't.
No.
You
But
have such...
They have a good
upcoming-
product right now.
I mean, you got Asuka down at NXT. You got these other ones. I mean, you don't need her.
If you bring them back, I feel you should bring them back for a WrestleMania moment.
Right.
But not... I mean, there's no reason... Like, Trish doesn't need a run. You could have Trish come back in a corner for somebody and do a move on somebody, but that'd be it.
I love her to come back, though.
Or just another, like you said, a WrestleMania moment. She comes back and battles Charlotte or Sasha at WrestleMania.
Or just guest referees or something.
Something.
I would love to see that. Guest referee. I would have loved to see Lita as the guest referee in this Hell in a Cell, but that wasn't going to happen.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet?
No, let these two tear the house down.
Let them do it by themselves.
themselves.
Keep
You
the
don't-
limelight
yeah.
on them.
I got
absolutely.
You don't.
I got you.
It takes away.
Yeah, you don't want to tarnish it because
Like-
this is the first time.
Like the
ever.
first time you did Triple H and Undertaker, you didn't want to put, you didn't want to put Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
in the match. You wanted these two to go out and let them do
Because
what
you're
they
trying
do.
to push.
Yeah.
You were trying to push Triple H over that hump at that point.
Of course.
So that's the reason I'm saying you let these two go at it. Because this is a huge deal. Don't take anything away from Charlotte. That's the reason I'm glad they did Mick Foley on Monday Night Raw, not at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I get why you bring Mick out to do the contract signing, but don't take away from them two. That's the kind of reason I didn't like that he was out. But I get it.
No, I got
Anyway, Owens and Rollins.
you. Oh, I really want to hear what you have to say.
This is tough. They've already planted the seeds of Jericho turning on Owens or Owens turning on Jericho. Saying that, I want to go with Rollins because it would make more sense to me to have Rollins win and then go against Rusev for the title at the next pay-per-view. But I think they're going to keep screwing Rollins until WrestleMania. He doesn't win this title again until Mania, at least.
The earliest.
At the earliest. Wow. Because the reason is Triple H is going to screw him one way or another. They'll raise the cage or have Jericho. You see, I think it would be great Jericho to cost Owens the title, and then Jericho and Owens go in the matches each other. I think that's what they'll do after this match. But for this match, I'll go Kevin Owens.
All right. I'm going to go with Owens only because I think you got to do something else with Rollins at Survivor Series. Like we talked about.
Survivor Series is going to be Triple H.
Yeah. But I was thinking either Triple H or you have some kind of bring back something with Triple H. And, I mean, you're not going to see it, but I would love to see Reigns, Ambrose, and
The
Shield.
triple-
No, because they've talked about it, but
Are you
they're
talking
not-
about reunion?
Yeah, but they're not setting it up.
They're going to at some point. They might do it this year. I don't think they'll do it this year. I think maybe next year. But you will see at some point, you will see Rollins, Ambrose, and then
Shield's coming
against.
back.
And then we know Survivor Series is Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. That's what they want to.
Well, that's the main event. We already know that.
I don't
That's
think it's going to be the main
You don't
event.
think it's going to be the main event?
It'll be one of the matches. I don't think they might, though. I mean, they did Undertaker and Lesnar
I mean,
last year.
it's Lesnar. I'm not worried about Goldberg, but Lesnar, every time Lesnar has been in something, it's been the main event other than Royal Rumble.
I'm fine with that
they
as long as
pay
it's
him
not
main
the
event
title.
money.
And WrestleMania. For once, he wasn't main eventing at WrestleMania because he was against Ambrose, which was awesome that they did that way. But who do you got there, suit and tie guy?
You didn't say who you got.
Oh, I got Owens. I
Okay.
said that.
Well, I'm gonna make it unanimous. I'm going with the prize fighter. I think Jericho helps him win, and then he sneaks him from behind, and then that starts the Jericho Owens beef, and then they go on for a few months.
Yeah. See, I hate how predictable we feel like it's going to be, and hopefully it's not going to be that predictable. It's still going to be a great match. I think you put those two together are going to be awesome in Hell in a Cell, and then you got Jericho as the wild card.
Yes.
You know what? I put WWE Creative on the list.
First off, you should have put them on the list first off because they should have been on the list.
No, you're first.
No,
Then Creative.
Really?
Yes.
So I'm before Al Snow or any other.
Al Snow don't work for WWE.
He might.
No, he does not.
Tommy Dreamer. He's on
Davari
there.
does.
Can't bring Al Snow and head back.
No, you don't want to see it. Trust me. We saw it at a TNA pay-per-view. It was bad.
Oh gosh.
Let's just say Head or Al Snow gained some weight, and it wasn't Head.
Jobber's List. Yes, it is Jobber's List because it's Steven, Ken Ellis, and WWE Creative. They're on the list right now.
All right. Well, that's it for this segment for our picks for Sunday. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll be right back.